Welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop. I am your host, the DFS Guruzum, and of course, you can follow me on Twitter at DFS Guruzum. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit of NBA. Now, and I want to throw out some disclaimers, man, and give you a big heads up. That's what I really want to do. I want to give you a huge heads up, throw out just a few disclaimers because this is not something that I want you to go completely ham in. It's really not. Like, I do not want you to go ham in today's in the preseason at all. Like, NBA preseason, man, it is the one of the most tilting preseasons because you have a lot of the information that you need dangled in front of you. Like you have a lot of it dangled in front of you, but it could all go to shit at any given time. It really can. So when we talk about preseason DFS, NBA specifically, what I want you to do, I want you to watch the preseason, and I got a feeling that the only way you're gonna watch it is if you got some lineups in. That's what I think. I think the only way you're all gonna be watching the NBA preseason is if you got lineups in. So in that respect, okay, cool. I want you to throw a couple in and play, but I do not want you to go ham, bro. There's a quarter arcade. There are dollar games. Like you do not have to go nutty in NBA DFS in order to get what I want you to get from DF preseason. If it's you asking me what I want you to get from the preseason, of course, yeah, I want you all to win money, yeah. But we look at the contests, bro. They're not huge. There's not a ton of money to win in NBA preseason. But what I want you to get is I want you to get information. I want you to see who the coach kind of likes. I want you to see who is like the guy that's on the bench that really wants to be a starter, and so that when one guy does go down, you can easily see who's going to step in and kind of have that alpha male role. Look at the Iceman. Just hit me up. Says he's ready to do tonight's show. Good, awesome. We're gonna be doing the recap show for the Millie Maker on FanDuel as well as the Millie Maker on DraftKings. So the Millie Maker on FanDuel really wasn't a Millie Maker. I think they lowered the price point on that. And we're also going to be doing a lineup builder show. We're also going to do the lineup builder show for tonight's two-game slate. But that's going to be VIP only. My apologies. If you're on YouTube and you're watching and you haven't joined us in the sweatshop, very simple. Go ahead and hit up the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. That way you will be easily allowed into the group and we can make some lines. So what I want you to get, bro, what I want you to get is I want you to get where you can get your information from. I want you to know where you can get your roster decisions and things from. I want you to know the inner workings of NBA DFS because there's something that I'm going to start doing as soon as all of the other pundits start to release their content. Man, I go to those other sites and the touts and I go listen and I'm telling you, so many people don't watch NBA but love to play NBA DFS. That if you're one of those guys that just don't watch a lot of basketball but you like DFS because you're gonna watch a couple of games, if you're one of those guys and you listen to all of the other cats, sometimes maybe even if you listen to me, listen to the other cats, they're gonna throw names at you and put the names on your mind, and those are the guys that you're gonna be playing. So when you go to the other sites, the larger sites, and you hear who they're talking about, you're probably gonna play those guys. You know what I mean? And and that's where I come in. I go in, I find out who is everybody going to be on. I find out who the chalk is. I get a list of names. I come and bring them back to you. I say, yo, these are the guys everybody's on. These are the guys who they're saying not to play. Let's chop this shit up. Find out who is the real from the fake. Who's truth, who's false. That's what we do. We also build our own core of players. I call it my NBA core 4. We build that, and then we rock out from there. Okay, and that's how we do it in the sweatshop. That is how we do it. So when we talk about preseason, I just do not want you all to go turkey ham and just play an exorbitant amount of money in the NBA preseason because I'm not. I can tell you, I think I've got I've got $10 invested tonight. I've got two $4 lines in the I think whatever the larger tournament is. on DraftKings, and I've got 2 $1 lines, and I might have a couple of $3 lines on FanDuel. I'm just not going hard. I have an interest. I'm gonna watch the games because I want to know, what's gonna be happening. But my main thing, I'm not doing it because I want to win a bunch of money. My main thing is I want to know exactly who's gonna be playing. I want to know who's looking good. I want to get a good good read on some of these a beat on some of these the rookie players, some of the guys that are younger, the guys that are changing teams, because we know everybody's gonna get just about 20 minutes. Like the stars are gonna play about 20 minutes. You know what I mean? They're gonna play about 20 minutes, and I really want you all to get excited about watching games. This is what's gonna separate us from everybody. Watching games, we've got to watch games. Like one team that made me a lot of money last year. Well, actually, 2 teams that made me a lot of money last year that people just hated to play, guys, because they didn't know about them, so they didn't play a lot of them. One of them is the Charlotte Hornets. I live in South Carolina, so I'm a Hornets guy. I'm a Knicks fan, of course. But I like the Hornets. They're the team closest to me. I watch them play all the time. Nobody wanted to play them. Nobody wanted to play them. I always played Hornets in good spots. Always. Kemba at home at one point during the last season was a thing for me. The other team was Memphis. People hated Mike Conley. And there was one game last year, the dude went off for like 60-something points or something. He went nuts. Like nobody wanted to play Memphis guys. So, and you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that because the city that you live in, that's the team that you know the most. You know that team really well because you live in that city. So any information that you have, let us know. That's what we're here for. That's what the network is here for. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at today's slate. Now, the first game that we're going to have is going to be the Charlotte Hornets, the aforementioned Hornets, and the Boston Celtics. Now, a good place that I go to check out these teams is I go to their Twitter pages, man. You're going to get a lot of stuff from the beat writers that you can follow on Twitter, the NBA beat writers. You can get a lot of stuff from the actual Twitter pages. A lot of times, I know you got big news that like Jeffrey Lanier just says that ABC is going to be out in this game, and that's going to help me here on my little bet online joint because I am going to place a couple of bets here, and I can most assuredly be taking a look at the Dallas Mavericks against the Milwaukee Bucks. But anyway, so then of course, like this is going to show you. Okay, we got RotoQL, bam, hopping off right here. That's nice. Oh yes. Ooh, yes. RotoQL popping off. And as you can see, we've got the unconfirmed starters here, right? So the first game we're going to be talking about, and let me reset this projection to season average. I don't want to give away their free shit, okay? We got 5 games on deck, all right? We've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Boston Celtics. We got Orlando, Memphis, Milwaukee, the Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio, and Sacramento. Then we got the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. So let's go ahead, man, and kind of roll through it, take a good look at it. First game we've got on the slate is going to be Charlotte Hornets and the Boston Celtics. Now, we know the Celtics were a big liability at the point guard position last year. I don't think that changes because, of course, Kyrie Irving is a guy that does not play a lot of good defense. So, in my estimation, I think Kemba is going to play. This doesn't have Kemba playing, but I think Kemba is going to play in this game too. Let's take a look. Let's go to the Hornets page here and see what's happening. Because this should give us some information. I really do believe Kemba is playing today. I really do believe Kemba is playing today. I didn't see anything that said he was out, but it's showing up on QL that he's not in the rotation. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think Kemba is playing. Walker Illness will play Monday's preseason opener against the Celtics. Sherrod Blakely of NBC Sports Boston reports. So that's going to be a guy that I'm going to be taking a look at, of course. But expecting lower minutes. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the guy who I'm going to be taking a look at. Anytime you get, you get Kemba on the floor, man, the Hornets definitely a team that you can take a look at. All right, so you got, and I don't really love a lot of cats from this Charlotte Hornets team because we look at, Dwight Howard. The price on him is good at 5.5, but how many minutes do you think you're going to see in a preseason game for Dwight Howard? Probably not a lot. So Nick Batum is a guy who I'm going to be kind of interested in. Malik Monk, of course, he's questionable. He was somebody who I really did want to take a look at. And you see it says Kemba Walker's out, but he's actually in. Yeah, he's playing limited minutes. He played limited minutes. Oh yeah, this is what you want to look at. You want to look at the rookies. You look at Marcus Page. Look at Malik Monk, who actually is injured. Monk, yeah, Monk is not. I don't think he's gonna be playing. I'm gonna take a look. Let's pop this open and take a look here. He's gonna rock from the Charlotte Cats. Okay, Malik Monk ankle was hoping to play in Monday's preseason opener against the Celtics. Monk has been battling an ankle injury since before the draft, and the ailment kept him out of summer league and has limited him through the early days of camp. However, the rookie is making progress and spoke as though he expects to be available for Monday's exhibition opener. I'll be back on the court hopefully. That doesn't sound too great. Really don't want to hang my hat on that. I really don't. Really don't want to hang my hat on that. Carter Williams is out. Trevion Graham is questionable. So if I'm looking here, maybe some Frank Kaminsky at 4.8 could be decent coming off of the bench. So yeah, I would like Batum and Kaminsky would be guys that I'll be taking a look at, like on the immediate level. Yeah, Kaminsky, maybe some Nick Batum there. That's guys that I'm gonna like. On the other side, Kyrie Irving at 8.1 could definitely be a solid play. I think I think in this spot, I think you could play some Boston guys. I think you can play some Boston guys in this spot because I really do think that they're gonna want to they want to get on the floor together, really get some things going, and kind of see exactly how this team can gel. Jaylen Brown is somebody who I definitely like. He priced at 4.6 is going to be his next season. You got Jason Tatum here at 5K, a guy that I do have interest in. Of course, Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving are guys that I do want to take a look at. And Marcus Smart at 5.1 could be somebody who I might have some interest in there. I kind of like that. That's where I'm at with them. Next game we got is going to be the Orlando Magic and the Memphis Grizzlies. Now we've got Marc Gasol is questionable in this spot. Mike Conley at 7K is somebody who I'm very interested in. Yo, at home, Conley at home was like a thing last year, and it's gonna be a thing. Like he plays so much better. He plays so much better at home than he does on the road, and I definitely think he's somebody that we can take a look at without question. Now let's go. I'm gonna go check out the Boston Twitter page to see what we talked about. Okay. A huge amount of information here. Cool. Then we got Jermichael Green is somebody who I definitely like here. Yeah, this team is different without Zebo, man. You got Tyreek Evans, who's a game time decision. That guy stay hurt. Chandler Parsons, another guy who stays hurt. Wayne Selden is somebody who they're very interested in getting some minutes too. Selden's a guy who I definitely like. If I'm one of the plays, one of the cheaper guys, you got to have a guy that's 4K somewhere. Yeah, definitely. Then Mario Chalmers is back after his season-long injury from last year. Don't see him getting a ton of minutes. But, yeah, the guys that I like here are going to be Wayne Selden, Jermichael Green, Mike Conley. Those guys are going to be guys that I like the most. On the other side, Aaron Gordon, man, 6.1 could be a guy. Get a ton of rebounds out there, play well. Maybe some Terrence Ross can have interest in him. And you look at it, man, this is a very young team. It's a very young team, especially in terms of the starters. Jonathan Simmons coming off of the bench at 4.7. Somebody who was really decent last year for San Antonio, a guy that I could definitely get behind here. Look at Bismack Biyombo. Loved him at certain points last season. Yeah, Jonathan Simmons is a guy that I do like. Aaron Aflalo is the worst basketball player in the NBA. Do not ever play him under any circumstances. Shelvin Mack, the journeyman, at 4K. I don't really have interest in him. Elfrid Payton. I'll be able to play Elfrid Payton here. I don't have an issue there. Yo, some of these prices on these cats are cheap as shit. But let's remember, man, the Memphis Grizzlies have been a terribly good defensive team over the last seasons. I think a lot of that could have been attributed to how slow they play and how they slow the ball down. So I wouldn't suggest stacking up a ton of players in the Orlando-Memphis game at Memphis. I wouldn't suggest doing that. You know what I'm saying? For me, if I'm playing anybody, I would play a couple of guys more along the lines of the Memphis side. Okay? Elfrid is the quit DFS player today. Next game we got is the Milwaukee Brewers and the Dallas Mavericks. Love Seth Curry. I think Lil Bruh goes off today. I definitely do. Yo, I think Lil Bruh goes ham. I love him in this spot. I like Harrison Barnes at 5.3. Nerlens Noel coming off of the bench at 4.9 is a guy that I definitely like. Yogi was a thing last year. I think Yogi could be in play without question. I think we can see some solid minutes from Yogi here. And also, what was the other guy? What was the other guy? Not Devin Harris, Dwight Powell. Maybe some Dwight Powell. I think it's his turn. Bucks, not Brewers. I'm sorry. This is baseball. All right, Giannis is out, so that means Chris Middleton is in for us. Malcolm Brogdon that could have been a rookie of the year last year. Definitely like who I like Malcolm Brogdon here. Definitely a guy that we can use. Look at Tony Snell just stealing checks there. Yo, I don't love a lot of this, man. And it's funny because with ABC out, one of these guys, one of these guys are gonna have to play. Like with one of these guys are gonna have to play and play well. Now Chris Middleton was a nagging injury last year. Was out for quite some time, an extended period. I don't know how much they push him into preseason, but I think you can look at Greg Monroe. You look at Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is probably one of my favorite plays on the slate. Like I love Malcolm Brogdon today. Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. That's right. That's right. He's priced at 6.4, bro. He's priced at 6.4. Bob gonna be scoring today. All right. Rookie point guard for Dallas. Yeah. Look at man. I love Malcolm Brogdon today. He's one of my favorite players on the slate. I've got some of him. And I don't like much else for the Milwaukee guys. They're just gonna be tough to gauge, man. Look at Jabari Parker, man, out big time, season-ending injury last year, man. Hope he comes back soon. So this game we got is gonna be the San Antonio Spurs and the Sacramento Kings. Okay, Kawhi Leonard is out. Rudy Gay is probably out, probably not gonna play. Paul Gasol is old. Patty Mills could run around and get some and score some points. You got Manu Ginobili, old as shit. So I'm going straight to I'm going LaMarcus Aldridge here. I'm going Kyle Anderson here. DeJounte Murray maybe at 4.7 is a guy that we can use. I just don't love a lot of this San Antonio team. I just don't, man. Kyle Anderson, yeah, definitely. Now check out the Boston beat writer. He's saying stars won't play much. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like DeJounte Murray, Kyle Anderson, maybe some LaMarcus Aldridge. That's as far as I can go. On the other side, one of my favorite plays, aside from Malcolm Brogdon, is Buddy. Buddy gonna get some run. Buddy is gonna get some run here. And Buddy was killing Summer League. Like I think he's ready. I think he thinks he's ready to take the next step and be like one of the better young players in the league. Buddy, I think Buddy gonna go ham. I love that he's shooting guard and small forward eligible. That's a guy that I definitely like. Give me some Buddy Hield. Cauley Stein at 5.3. I think he's a guy that's playable. Garrett Temple was the worst basketball player I've ever seen. Him and Aaron Aflalo suck. Scala Bicier at 4.5 is also a guy who I like. I think that look at Georgios Papagiannis. Papagiannis was a thing last year, man. De'Aaron Fox, you gotta take a look at him at 5.5. Most certainly gonna be able to get some run there. Oh, look at Bojan, man. That's crazy. Yeah, It's not gonna be a ton. Give me some Buddy. Give me some Scal. Give me De'Aaron Fox. I'm gonna take a look at him. Willie Cauley-Stein. This is a very young team, and I can definitely see some of the younger guys getting some run. I like this. And plus, these are the later games. People hate West Coast games score more than the early East Coast games. Just throwing it out there. Keep that in mind. Keep that in the forefront going forward throughout the season. The West Coast games score more than the early East Coast games. People hate to play. There's something about ownership, bro. I don't care. When Boogie was in Sacramento late at night, bro, he rarely was as owned as he should have been because the games are just so late. Okay, so definitely want to take a look here. Uh, um, let me check this out. Let me check. Oh, let me check on the baby real quick. Sanab, Sanab, Shakira, please do try something. No, no, I mean go. I mean no, no. I mean pick up, hold, do something. No, no, I mean yeah. No, go like yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry. Give me a baby. Give me a baby. Give me a baby.
Go to bed.
Give me a baby. Ah, give my baby. Give my baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Shh. I'm sorry. 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 Shh. Okay. Oh, daddy son. Daddy son. Daddy son. She, look. You gonna let the people see you crying? Look. You let them see you crying? Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh. Oh. Okay. So look, you ready to do the rest of the show with me? Come on. Okay. Okay. So now, as I was saying, San Antonio Spurs, I don't expect much from them just because it's preseason. Poplar's not going to want to push them hard. Most of these guys are old as crap anyway. You look at Rudy Gay coming back off an injury. Kawhi Leonard is out. So not a lot that I really want to deal with. Yo, there's somebody who I did like last season too. I'm going to talk about him too. Davis Bertans at 4.4. That's kind of an interesting play for me as well. On the other side, yeah, we talked about these guys already. We talked about De'Aaron Fox, the young guy. Scalaby Sierra made a splash last year, did well. You got Willie Cauley-Stein, Buddy Hield. Those are the guys that I like most there. The next thing, Joffrey Anderson, Murray Forbes. Yo, okay, so we're talking Forbes. We're talking Brent Forbes, okay? I can add him to I can add him to the pool. This is the player pool. This is the player pool. Yeah, oh yeah, yes, yeah. She's the daddy's girl. Do daddy sugar. She gonna say no, daddy sugar. Okay. Okay. All right. Last game we got on the slate is going to be the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I think this is probably going to be, it should be one of the higher owned games on the slate. It really should be. Just because you've got two up tempo, fast paced teams, young guys with where their studs are in just in the right spots. Like there's no defensive specialist guys on either of these teams. Like nobody is going to stand in anybody's way of scoring. You look at the point total. You got 110 for Denver, 107 for the Lakers here. The Lakers are at home again. All the stars are going to come out. They want to see. Alonzo Ball play. And I definitely think that that's a great spot. Now, I don't think we're gonna see Brook Lopez today. He might be out. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go. Don't touch it. You mad? You mad? Let's look. At this point, it says he's questionable. Brook Lopez, he was a full participant in Sunday's practice, but was ruled out for Monday's preseason matchup against the Nuggets. Okay, good. Oh, your stomach hurt? Our daddy gonna take care of you in a minute, okay? Daddy got you. Daddy got you. Once again, Brandon Ingram, another guy that I do like here. We saw Julius Randle go nuts last time. Julius Randle went ham, and so did Paul Millsap. 7.2 is a good price on him. Nikola Jokic, also always a guy that I do like. Always a great reason to play him. You look at Jokic there. You got Gary Harris, a guy that I like, and of course Jamal Murray at 5.4. This team does give it up to the point guard spot, so I definitely think that's going to be somewhere where you can look. Okay. So we got Brandon Ingram, Larry Nance, Julius Randle, Zubac was a guy that I liked last time, and I kind of like him again, but he's a game time decision, might not play. And of course, Lonzo Ball at 7.1. Then you had Kyle Kuzma here at 5.1. I kind of like him. Right. So we've already established this is sort of like our player pool right here, right? This is all the guys that we've highlighted are going to be our player pool, and I'm going to make a couple of lines based on the player pool. Kuzma was good last time out. He really was. So I'm gonna make a couple of lines based on that. All right. Now let's kind of change gears a little bit and talk a little bit about tonight's NFL slate. It's a two game main joint, and you got the Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs, and then you got the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, first things first, you're gonna have to stack somewhat on this slate. You're gonna have to, bro. You're gonna have to stack here. There's only two games. You're gonna have to stack. And Chris Thompson was a bit of a surprise for a lot of folks last time. A lot of us were on him. Okay, a lot of us were on him. Oh yeah, Jay Gunn says that Luol Deng is back, so Kuzma might play a little bit less. You sleepy? She go to sleep. Come on. Okay. Yeah, so he might play a little bit less. Now, guys that I like in this spot, Kirk Cousins is definitely in play for me here. I think Chris Thompson. All right, the first thing I want you to do, okay, is when we look at this, so you got Washington, Kansas City, New England, and Tampa Bay. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to who you think is going to be the highest owned quarterback? Who do you think is going to be the highest owned quarterback on this two-game slate? No, we're not playing Dwight. I'm not playing Dwight. Who's going to be the highest owned quarterback on this slate? I'll venture to say that Tom Brady is going to be the highest owned quarterback on the slate. He's in the highest point total. He's without question the best quarterback here. I don't think everyone else has picked up on the fact that the Patriots have given up the #1 quarterback spot for 4 consecutive weeks. I don't think everybody has picked up on that. Like, the best spot every week for quarterbacks was against Tom Brady, and that's something that the homie Seth Rudnick kind of pulled our coattails to. Okay, so you can automatically say that Tom Brady's gonna be the best. So what that is gonna lead me to do is I'm gonna grab Tom Brady in a narrative where it's a 56-point total. They just got their butts beat, and every game after a loss, Brady goes ham. All right, so Brady, of course, is going to be a quarterback that I'm definitely going to have exposure to, right? But I am actually going to go the other way. I'm going to actually go the other way. And it's not going to come in the form of Kirk Cousins. It's not going to come in the form of Alex Smith. It's going to come in the form of Tampa Bay. And the one thing that kind of, makes me want to curb my enthusiasm here is they don't have the running back play that I would really love in order to really rock this out as a stack. They don't. So we got the Buccaneers activated Martin on Monday after his 4-game suspension. Oh, we get Martin back. I got my stacks, right? I got my stack. Doug Martin at 5.5. New England's given up the most passing yards in the NFL this season. So we got Winston, we got Doug Martin, we've got Mike Evans here at 7.9. We got Deshaun Jackson, Cameron Brate is a guy that I'm gonna have interest in. Yo, I like that. I like that. I had 6 10. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna play all of them, but all these guys are gonna be in my pool. You know what I'm saying? And so we look at New England here. It's tough to figure out if whoever hits on New England's running back that does well, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. So you got Tom Brady, Brandon Cooks. You got Chris Hogan. Now this is a team that's not very good against the pass as well. And a sleeper in this spot for me is gonna be Philip Dorsett. I kind of like him at 4K, very cheaply priced, and of course Gronk is gonna be there at 6.9. New England set out to stop the #1 guy. Evans won't do much. Jackson and Brate are where it's at. Julian Rodriguez making a lot of sense there. I can definitely dig that. So that means my defense is going to come from this game. If my defense and the running back are going to come from this game, and what I would have to do, there's two schools of thought for me here. I could go because I'm gonna correlate my running back and my defense. Now, I wouldn't even think of playing the Redskins defense against the Kansas City Chiefs and how well they've been this year. So, and I love what Kareem Hunt's been doing. So, Chiefs defense is going to be my defense, and I'm coming with Kareem Hunt. I'm pairing him there, getting them together with I'm rocking this out right here. I'm rocking these three three items. Isn't White the main back kinda? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and then you got Chris Conley as well. That's right. I got Chris Conley going tonight. I got Chris Conley going tonight. So I'm pretty much stacking Kansas City and New England, and then Kansas City and Tampa, with very little exposure to the Washington Redskins here. And I'm gonna be rocking out Kansas City as a defense. I'm not playing New England defense. I'm not playing Tampa defense. There's a very good chance that all four defenses on this slate could like be horrible. You know what I'm saying? It's a very good chance that all the defenses on this slate could be horrible. And in that thing, what you're doing, you're just picking the lesser of all of the evils. You're just picking the lesser of all the evils. Same like Drum says, Washington has the best defense. Ball is mega cheap on FanDuel. Yeah, he should be. So, and that's just giving you a quick look at my player pool for tonight's NFL. Am I missing something? Ball is mega cheap. No. You got no. That's just my little player pool that I'll be looking at. Guys, I think you have to have exposure to it on some level. And now we're going to go back behind the curtain. We're going to actually build some lineups. We're going to build some lines for tonight's MLB. For tonight's NBA. And we're also going to build some lines for tonight's NFL. So if you wanted to have some access to the lines that we build, man, it's very simple. Go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. That's where you can get all the information that you need. Man, you can come and join us inside of the group. Can I show the player pool for NBA? Yeah, I will. As soon as I shut it down on YouTube and we go back behind the curtain, bro, I'm gonna redo it again. I'm redo it again. So, for me and my little baby girl who is knocked out sleeping, much love to you all on YouTube, man. Y'all come check me out tonight. Me and the Iceman, Ronald Ice Coley, man, we're gonna be dropping some stuff tonight. Kind of chop it up. The NFL, like a weekend review. So come and check that out. All right. Much love to y'all, man. Peace, and always keep it real, keep it honest, and keep it 300. Peace.